What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a fantastic video about Liverpool preparing an offer for the Benfica superstar midfielder Joao Neves. Apparently we are trying to put together an £85 million offer for the brilliant defensive midfielder. So in this video you will get to know Joao Neves more in detail. I have a brilliant scouting report with a tactical analysis of what Joao Neves does on the pitch. I put a lot of work into this video, so I would really appreciate your support on it. So if you enjoy these, make sure to leave a like, and if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. So Jota has also been very impressed with his Portugal teammate, and according to reports from Portugal, Liverpool are going to make an offer to Benfica for Joao Neves. Correio da Manhã is reporting that Liverpool are about to intensify their pursuit of Joao Neves, and he has been defined as a priority target for Liverpool. And according to the Portuguese news outlet, Liverpool are ready to submit a proposal in a few days to sign Joao Neves, and his release clause is £120 million, which is 120 million euros, which is 101 million pounds. But I think Benfica are just saying that they are only letting Joao Neves go for his release clause, so they get a huge amount of money, even 70 or 80 million. I think Benfica would accept that offer. Joao Neves is just 19 years old, but already he looks like the real deal. He looks like the next big midfield talent coming out of Portugal. And remember, Benfica sold Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea for more than 100 million pounds, so they can develop midfielders who become world class. And Joao Neves will be in action for Portugal in a few days time in the Euros as well, so you can watch him up close in the Euros in the Portugal team. And the Portugal news outlet is claiming that in the next few days Liverpool should come forward with a proposal to convince both Benfica and the midfielder Joao Neves himself to join Liverpool. So it looks like Liverpool are reportedly expected to submit an offer to Benfica, even though Benfica want his release clause to be paid. But if Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are as convinced about Joao Neves' talent as Diogo Jota is, then Liverpool might just table a huge offer, because Diogo Jota has praised his teammate, Portuguese teammate Joao Neves, saying that he has the quality and the mindset to go really far in his footballing career and to go to the very top of European football. And Joao Neves had an absolutely brilliant, fine performance in the Portugal team as they beat the Republic of Ireland 3-0. He completed 94% of his passes, he delivered accurate long balls, 4 of them, he won 3 duels, and he also drew 3 fouls. And over the past 12 months, over the past 1 year, Joao Neves has ranked among the top 2% of midfielders in Europe for passes per game, and he ranked in the top 5% for blocks and successful dribbles per 90 minutes, and he also ranked in the top 8% for pass completion rate, which is really impressive. Joao Neves helped Benfica keep 16 clean sheets in the league. He featured in 33 league games, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists, but he could be that pivotal defensive midfielder signing that Liverpool were so desperate to make last summer that we bid more than 100 million for Moises Caicedo. But Caicedo is a Chelsea fan. He was a Chelsea fan growing up, so he chose Chelsea. But yeah, Chelsea are not going to be happy with Caicedo's season. They only finished in 7th place, I think, qualifying for the Conference League. Sorry, 6th place, and they qualified only for the Conference League. And I think Liverpool and the FSG want to provide significant transfer funds, significant backing for the new manager Arne Slot. And Liverpool are not afraid to make these big transfers. We signed Virgil van Dijk, Alisson for huge amounts of money. Van Dijk was 75 million, Alisson was like 60 odd million, and we also signed Darwin Núñez for around 70-75 million with bonuses that could go up to 85 million. And also Liverpool bid £111 million for Moises Caicedo last summer, which shows that Liverpool have a lot of money in the bank to make these transfer deals happen. According to Portuguese news outlets, Manchester United had £51 million offer turned down by Benfica. So even though Joao Neves isn't signing a new contract, there will be a significant transfer fee needed if Liverpool want to get him. And Benfica's sporting director Rui Costa, who I watched him play back in the day for Portugal, he was a brilliant midfielder. He clarified that Benfica will only enter discussions if at least 100 million euros are put on the table, so at least 85 million pounds should be Liverpool's starting offer. But you could argue Joao Neves is only 19 years old. Is he ready to be a starting, brilliant defensive midfielder in the Premier League for Liverpool? For that amount of money you would expect him to be, and I think if he starts for Portugal it looks like he's ready for the big stage. But the Euros will be very telling how Joao Neves copes with the pressure and the expectation everybody expects in Portugal, for Portugal to do well and go maybe to the semi-finals or even the final of the Euros. And what is also amazing is that even though Joao Neves is only 19 years old, he's still a teenager, he already played 75 games for Benfica's first team, and he already has 7 appearances for the Portugal national team, 2 of them starts, and he also had 55 games in all competitions this season for Benfica as well, and Diogo Jota is a big fan of him. So Joao Neves has already won 4 trophies with Benfica. He came through the Benfica Youth Academy, and he is also 174 centimeters tall. So he's not like a huge muscular player, but he's very, very good. And in the scout report, I will show you how good he is. He started 79% of the games for Benfica in the league, and his market value is around 55 million euros, but I think that will go higher during the Euros as well. He has a contract until 2028, so because of this long contract, so still 4 more years left, Benfica can ask for a huge amount of money, and he can play defensive midfielder and center midfielder. Here are his stats for this season that just finished. As I said, 55 games, 3 goals and 2 assists, Champions League and Europa League experience as well. And he also played 20 games last season for Benfica's first team. So he has 1.5 seasons of first team football experience. So maybe 85 million, if you consider that, it's a little bit steep, but he also is a huge talent. And if he is good enough, he is old enough to play for, any of the big clubs really. And even in the youth academy and the reserve team at Benfica, he was very impressive, because Benfica went on to win the UEFA Youth League, which is basically the Champions League for youth academy teams in the 2021-22 seasons. He was instrumental in that, and that was Benfica's first European trophy in 60 years, and he was promoted to the first team at just 18 years old. That is absolutely brilliant. Benfica is one of the best youth academies in the world, and Pedro Marques, who Liverpool recently signed as the development coach at Liverpool, the youth development coach, he probably knows Joao Neves very well because he used to work at Benfica as well. And Joao Neves already represented Portugal at the under 15 and the under 19 level, playing 21 games for the Portugal youth national team, and then he took part in the under 21 European Championships in 2023, scoring his first goal there. Portugal were interestingly eliminated in the quarterfinal stage by England, and he already played some games for the Euro 2024 qualifiers. His style of play can be described as a mature, highly developed player for his very young age. He's quick, agile, he's technically gifted with notable passing and tackling skills, quick reactions, close ball control. He's also known for his great stamina, bravery and composure on the ball, as well as for his balance and ability to retain possession in tight spaces when he's under pressure. In addition, despite his relatively slight frame, he ranks high on the percentile for aerial battles won. And Joao Neves basically got a spot in the Benfica first team just as Enzo Fernandez was sold to Chelsea, so he enjoyed a pretty seamless transition to Benfica's first team. And Joao Neves played in the same formation that Arne Slot is going to use at Liverpool, the 4-2-3-1 formation. Benfica are a possession-based side. They had the ball an average 63% in terms of possession, which is the highest in the Portuguese league. And Benfica are a side that often look to pass it out from the back. And as you can see, Joao Neves compares very well to Enzo Fernandez's season, where you can see the yellow is Joao Neves, the purple is Enzo Fernandez. So there is a large overlap between the two players. And this radar chart shows that Joao Neves has stronger defensive play than Enzo Fernandez, particularly with positioning and percentage of defensive area duels won. His strong area play is a surprise, considering he's not a tall player. But look at Diogo Jota, he's not a tall striker, yet in the air he's absolutely magnificent. He scores so many headers and so many goals from headers, So Joao Neves is a similar type of player in that he's really excels in the air, even though he's not the tallest player. His best ability is to carry the ball forward. It is the strength of the youngsters that he has even improved on this season. Last season, Joao Neves completed 0.7 progressive carries per 90 minutes. This season that went up to 1.57 progressive carries per 90 minutes. And this graphic shows that Joao Neves has become accustomed to dribbling with the ball for considerable distances this season. And even though he's a defensive midfielder, that attack-minded play is refreshing to see. And Schmidt, the Benfica coach, is an admirer of Joao Neves' passing play, describing how he's very good under pressure, very good with the ball, always available, very courageous. Joao Neves is the deepest outfield Benfica player, where you can see that two Sporting players are pressing him high in the Benfica half. Despite the intense opposition pressure, Joao Neves shows composure on the ball to dribble past the two players. You can see it here in the next screenshot. And his immediate instinct is to dribble forward with the ball before playing a progressive pass down the left-hand channel. This style of play is synonymous with the Benfica coach Schmidt's preferred direct vertical approach. And Joao Neves' passing play has also improved this season in Portuguese first division, as he has completed 88% of his passes. Last season it was only 85%. He currently ranks in the top 15% percentile for dangerous passes per 90 minutes in the league, compared to last season where he was only in the top 24%. It is such passing accuracy that is key in driving Benfica forward and combating the opposition's press. So you can see that Joao Neves is a player that would suit Liverpool's style of play under Arne Slot, because we also like to play it out from the back and we like to progress the ball forward. The big question is a 19-year-old worth 85 million pounds when he only has 1.5 years of first-team football experience? I think that's for the scouts to decide, because they can watch Joao Neves a lot more extensively than I or you can, and ultimately Liverpool's data analysis team will figure out whether Liverpool should pay this amount of money that Benfica are asking for or not. But also, if Joao Neves does well in the Euros, then that will be an indication of Liverpool being right. But it's also risky, because if we wait until after the Euros to complete this deal, if Joao Neves has an amazing European campaign, then a lot more clubs will be interested in him and there could be a bidding war. So the risk and the reward is very high on this one. Do Liverpool risk signing Joao Neves with the limited data that we have on him? As I said, 1.5 years of first-team football. Or do we wait until after the Euros to see how he handles the pressure at the Euros, how he plays at the biggest stage? Because Benfica didn't have an amazing Champions League campaign, even with Joao Neves in the team. And they also didn't have an amazing league campaign. They finished second behind Ruben Amorim's Sporting. So there are a lot of things to contemplate for Liverpool about this Joao Neves transfer. Let me know. Do you think Liverpool should pay 85 million for Joao Neves? Have you watched him play a lot extensively? I haven't watched that many Benfica games, so I can't really comment on how good he is, but I try to still deliver as much information for you guys in this video as possible. That's why I brought you a scout report that was more detailed, because I wanted to show you guys what the experts are saying about Joao Neves and his style of play. So I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun making it. See you later, guys. Goodbye.